Participating in a conversation involves constantly managing the flow of information from one speaker to another. So this can involve highlighting information as being particularly important and worthy of attention, or potentially backgrounding information as being less important or maybe already in the common knowledge of all conversational participants. So languages actually differ in the way that they allow speakers to highlight and background information. So some languages employ special words that signal certain parts of a sentence as being particularly important. Other languages might change the order of words within a sentence to show that certain words are more important than others. And other languages might pronounce words with some kind of special emphasis to show that they are particularly important. So my research focuses on the indigenous language of Mexico called San Martin Peras Mixtec. It's spoken in southern Mexico in the state of Oaxaca by around 11,000 people and by diaspora communities here in California and particularly in Santa Cruz County. So I work directly with speakers and ask them questions about the language, ask them to reflect on the language, to kind of try to come to a common understanding of what are the grammatical principles that form Mixtec sentences and how those sentences are used in discourse. So let's take a look at a basic Mixtec sentence. So Mixtec sentences begin with the verb followed by the subject and then followed by the object. So a sentence, Agustina likes avocados, would be pronounced Koto Agustina Chichi, which literally means likes Agustina avocados. However, this basic word order is often disrupted. And in one case it's disrupted is if there is a question word somewhere in the sentence. So question words like what, who, where, how, etc., all move to the beginning of the sentence in Mixtec in a similar way that they do in English. So what did Agustina eat would literally be what ate Agustina. And the word that directly answers the question, so in a response to a question, so for instance, if we said she ate an avocado, the word avocado in Mixtec also moves to the beginning of the sentence. So in the linguistics literature, this is referred to as the focus of the sentence. So it's especially important information that directly answers the question. So in Mixtec, the focus moves to the beginning of the sentence. In English, it doesn't move at all, but it is pronounced particularly emphatically. So kind of the beginning question of this project is what happens in sentences where there is both a focus and a question word. So we know that both of them want to move to the beginning of the sentence in Mixtec, but which one moves or do both of them move? So I'll point out that we can't test this question directly using English because only question words move, but the focus does not. So certain linguistic theories predict that if two things want to move to the beginning of the sentence and only one of them can, the thing that is closest to the beginning of the sentence will move. So there's a prediction that the focus will move to the beginning of the sentence and the question word will not. However, what I found in my actual investigation was that the question word will always move to the beginning of the sentence if it is in the same sentence as a focus, even if it's farther away from the beginning of the sentence. So we can get sentences like, what did Pedro eat? Where what moves to the beginning of the sentence. So I'll point out that this is similar to what we get in English, but recall that in English, we don't expect the focus to move at all, so it's not really a good comparison. So this pattern of Mixtec goes against some current predictions that are present in the linguistics literature. And in my work, I offer a theoretical explanation for why we have this preference for question words to move instead of focus. And I actually show that this is not a pattern that's restricted just to Mixtec, but it's actually found in several other languages of the world. And I think this project highlights the importance of looking at indigenous languages in our linguistic research because a lot of what we know about this type of information highlighting comes from work on European languages. There's much less work been done on indigenous languages or other minority languages. And this work, I think, shows that the patterns that we find by looking at a more wide swath of languages actually can help contribute to our understanding of what is possible in human language.